finances, urging you to be more mindful about your spending habits and long-term security. Impulsive expenses or risky investments could lead to financial strain, making this a time for prudent money management, budgeting, and saving. Family matters may also demand greater attention, and you could find yourself dealing with increased responsibilities or misunderstandings within the household. It is essential to handle family matters with patience, diplomacy, and respect, as Saturn in the second house tests your ability to maintain harmony in relationships. Avoiding conflict, practicing gratitude, and speaking with kindness will be key to navigating this transit with ease. If financial disputes arise, aim for a practical and fair resolution rather than emotional reaction. This transit is a powerful period for self-reflection and emotional discipline. Saturn in Pisces encourages you to work on your inner stability, detaching from unnecessary materialistic desires and cultivating a mindset of contentment. As you go through this transformative time, dedicate yourself to spiritual practices such as meditation and mantra chanting, which will provide clarity and inner strength. The best mantra to recite is Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, which can bring divine guidance and peace in your life. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Recite this beautifully and you will be perfect. To enhance financial stability and attract prosperity, a highly effective remedy is keeping a pyrite pyramid on your work desk in the northeast or west direction. Pyrite, also known as fool's gold, is given to attract wealth, remove financial obstacles, and enhance focus, making it an ideal tool to mitigate Saturn's restrictive energy in the second house. Along with this, engage in acts of charity such as donating food, helping the elderly, and speaking with kindness and wisdom. Saturn rewards patience, discipline, and responsibility. And so embrace this faith with humility, and it will lead you to a more stable and secure financial future. If possible, arrange for Navachandi Havan at your residence during the Navratri period in 2020. Jai Ambe, Jai Mata, Pisces. The Saturn transit in Pisces for those with a Pisces moon sign marks a significant period of self-reflection, personal transformation, and increased responsibility. As Saturn moves in your first house, representing the self, identity, health, and overall life direction, you may experience a growth in how you perceive yourself and the world around you. This transit can feel intense and challenging as Saturn demands discipline, patience, and responsibility. You may experience a sense of heaviness as if life is urging you to become more mature, accountable, and structured in your approach. The carefree attitude that Pisces is often looked for might be tested, pushing you to become more grounded and practical in your decisions. There may be moments of self-doubt or feelings of isolation, but these are opportunities for deep inner growth and spiritual awakening. Saturn's transit over your moon can also bring certain hardships to your mother, and if she is above 18, there is possibility of her passing by the time Saturn exits your sign. If you have been behaving in an immature manner This transit will push you to grow and embrace maturity. You will inevitably become more serious about your life, and this period may draw you deeper into various aspects of self exploration. Deep thinking, self analysis, and self criticism are common themes during this phase. Stress and anxiety may arise, potentially affecting your physical health. Therefore, it is essential to engage in stress-relieving activities such as panchakarma treatment, acupuncture therapy, and homeopathic remedies. Additionally, chanting the Ram mantra, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, will help you maintain peace and harmony in your life. Whenever possible, feed fruits with fried food or curd rice and offer good quality dog food to stray dogs. Remember, this Saturn transit is ultimately here to help you evolve, making you a stronger and wiser person than you already are. And so, overall, the Saturn transit in Pisces is likely to intensify divisions within society, making the world more discriminatory than usual, whether in terms of race, religion, or wealth, be it white and black, Hindu and Muslim, Jew and Muslim, or the growing disparity between the rich and the poor. These divides may become even more pronounced. The rich will continue to amass wealth while the poor will struggle even more. Although equality is often discussed and promoted on paper, during this transit it may remain more of an ideal than a reality. Saturn is directly connected to death because the moment your karmic dues are over, you take an exit from this planet. Many people try to dodge death, but you cannot dodge death. When your exit time comes, you must take an exit. You must die. This fact reminds me of an insightful story. A king dreamed. In the night, in his dream, he saw death. He became afraid. He asked, "What is the matter? Why are you making me so frightened?" Death said, "I have come to tell you that tomorrow by sunset I am coming. So get ready. It is just out of compassion so that you can prepare." The king was so shocked, his sleep was broken. It was the middle of the night. He called his ministers and he said, "Find people who can interpret the dream. Because time is short, maybe it is true." Then the interpreters came. But as interpreters always have been, they were great scholars. They brought many big books and they started discussing and disputing and arguing. And the sun started rising and it was morning. And an old man who was a very trusted servant to the king, he came to the king and he whispered in his ear, "Be foolish. These people will quarrel forever and ever, and they will never come to any conclusion." Now everybody was trying that his interpretation was right, and the king was more confused than ever. So he asked the old man, "Then what am I supposed to do?" He said, "Let them continue their discussion. They are not going to conclude so soon, and the sun will be setting, because once it has risen, the sunset is not very far. Rather, take my advice and escape. At least escape from this palace. Be somewhere else, but the evening reach somewhere as far away as possible." The logic looked right. The king had a very fast horse, the fastest in the world. He rushed, he escaped. Hundreds of miles he passed. By the time he reached a certain town, the sun was just about to set. He was very happy. He patted his horse and he said, "You did well. We have come very far."